Today I had the privilege of coaching a client, and this man is a very accomplished man. Actually, he's a life coach. He coaches other people, and he's quite good at being a life coach. But he happened to lead off the conversation with how he's so upset because he had this appointment with a new person, and they was confirming the appointment by text message, and text message again, then tries to call, and there's no response, and he just said, I get so upset when people just do that, like they don't stay in communication. And so I want to use this as an example of how we have this habit to fight with reality. Like that we think that something's wrong, that somebody else is fighting, is like not responding to you when they should be responding to you. But by the way, whenever you use the word should, that's a clue that you're fighting with reality. And I said to him, well, of course it's a new person, so he doesn't really have any track record or whether this type of person tends, with this person, about whether they tend to stay in communication or not. But hey, most of us have enough experience in the world to know that some people have that habit, or if they don't want to do something, instead of telling you that they've changed their mind or they want to do something else, that they just go out of communication, and that's their way of communicating, to not communicate, and that's going to happen. You can't predict when that happens, but you always know there's a certain percentage, especially with a new person, there's probably a certain percentage that this might be one of those people who don't communicate this way. And yes, if you're going to continue to have them in your life, then you can adjust your behavior according to what you've learned about them. But why get upset to start with? That's just life. That's just the risk of life. If you're gonna take on life and live life, then and accept that risk from the beginning, like not have an expectation that something's going to be wrong if they do that, then it really becomes easy to accept and deal with those situations and just say, okay, are you willing to take this risk? If you're willing to take the risk, then you accept that could happen, and then there's no real upset. And maybe you always make sure you have backup plans and say, okay, what was the gift of this person not communicating and not keeping their appointment? And you go on happily with your life. So be careful about, are you building up expectations, inappropriately? Are you accepting the risk of how life just tends to turn out anyway? And can you be happy and joyous in the adventure of that? Thank you.